Where do you keep your information? On a flash drive, an external hard drive, right on your computer? What happens if your computer crashes and you lose external devices? How would you get your data back? Now think of the problem on a much larger scale. How would a business cope with these losses? I'm here to discuss with you today the feasibility of using the cloud as a storage medium. Let's begin with some concerns. Employees are often worried about luring hackers, multi-tenancy, which is software serving multiple users, and also worried about damaged or leaked data. In most cases, these concerns are insignificant, as it is in the best interest of cloud service providers to patch these vulnerabilities before they become a public issue. There are ways to mitigate these concerns, though. The employer can learn their legal rights regarding the storage of data. They may also inquire what the cloud service provider's policies are regarding data isolation and encryption. They may work together to create a data recovery plan in case disaster strikes. Many advantages are associated with cloud storage. Companies have smaller investment costs, less wasted resources, and no need to buy physical equipment. The money that's saved can be reinvested into the company and even used for securing the network that they now need. Data can be accessed from any time and any place to create flexibility. Data is also unlikely to become obsolete as data formats change through time. Most disadvantages related to cloud storage are caused by insufficient security. It is necessary to ensure encryption methods work and systems properly authenticate and authorize users. When security fails, disastrous situations may occur. For example, in 2011, Dropbox had a 4-hour period where they failed to verify passwords and left 25 million accounts open to the public. There are also physical threats involved, like in the case where Chicago data center was invaded. The thieves took over the one security guard and used his card and fingerprints to gain access. These attacks led to unauthorized data use and destruction of physical equipment. The International Organization for Standardization 15489 outlines standards for policy implementation, as well as the storage and maintenance of data. Data is prone to corruption by hardware and software failure, as well as human error. Cloud storage auditing schemes help keep data private while verifying the integrity. The process for data storage can be summarized in 4 steps. The customer and cloud service provider work together to plan the details of this process. First, the data is verified and signed with a digital signature. Next, the data is reviewed for its accuracy. The data is then stored and made accessible for when it is needed next. The diagram shown here illustrates the data life cycle. Data is created and assigned ownership. Next, it is transferred and must remain confidential and unaltered. While the data is in use, the data is unable to be encrypted because of indexing problems. When data is shared, authorization is granted to appropriate users. Then the storage phase concerns the location and the length of maintenance for the data and the encryption keys. Once the data is archived, it must be made retrievable again. Finally, that data, once it's no longer needed, must have all of its fragments removed to maintain privacy. As businesses adopt cloud storage, they can expect to save time and have greater reliability in sending and receiving data. Employees will still need to be trained to use the new software. Web filters can help prevent employees from visiting malicious websites that can create infections. Application controls restrict permissions only to the necessary applications. Former employees should be verified to no longer have any permissions upon leaving. Finally, I recommend that small businesses use cloud storage if they have the capacity to secure it. I recommend that businesses create a service level agreement with cloud service providers so both parties know their duties and expectations. The owner must also first perform an analysis of data needs, current cost of storage, and ability to provide the required security. Once a plan is established and implemented, users need to be trained on both how to use the new software and how to keep data safe with the use of password complexity and website discretion. Another suggestion is for the business to create their own private cloud storage, but that comes with its own complexities. For simplicity and security, use a cloud service provider. Are there any questions?
Nope.